Now, before we start, you might want to check out our other podcasts covering topics like personal development and minimalism, money, health, relationships, and more. So to optimize your life in other areas, just search for Optimal Living Daily in your podcast app. Now, on to the show.
This is Optimal Relationships Daily, episode 1974. Productivity Tips for Working Moms. How to Get Things Done, Part 2, by Julianna Poplin of thesimplicity.habit.com. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to ORD with me, your host and narrator, Greg Audino. And welcome back to this article specifically. Today, we will be finishing up the longer post we began yesterday, so be sure to check out our last episode if you haven't yet. But if you have, then let's jump right back in and continue optimizing your life. Productivity Tips for Working Moms. How to Get Things Done, Part 2, by Julianna Poplin of thesimplicity.habit.com. Prioritize your day and do the worst thing first. When you need to get things done, the hardest part can be figuring out where to start. With so much to do and so little time, how do you even begin to tackle your to-do list? That is why it's important to prioritize your day. By considering all of the things you need to do and ranking them based on how important and time-sensitive they actually are, you'll get clarity around which tasks need to happen first and which ones can wait until later. As you set your priorities, there's a good chance some of the things on your to-do list are more exciting than others. Some might be a little uncomfortable, some might be downright miserable, but they still have to happen. That's why I also recommended doing the worst thing first. Get it out of the way. Then you're free to focus on everything else you need to do without that sense of lingering dread. If you're interested in learning more about why to do the thing you really want to avoid first, check out the book Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. It's all about how to stop procrastinating and become more productive. Carve out time for your kids. As a working mom, figuring out how to get things done can be a struggle. It can feel like there just aren't enough hours in the day to tackle everything you need to do, and that can feel really overwhelming. When things get crazy, it's more important than ever to be mindful and intentional with your time. And focusing some of your energy on your kids is a must, even when things are busy. Make it a priority to give your kids focused attention each day. Sit with them during breakfast and ask them what they're most excited for. Make time for a snuggle and a book in the evening, or a game of basketball, or to help them with homework. Schedule it if you have to. Make ahead meals, your weeknight hero. Most working moms are always on the hunt for ways to save time and energy during the busy work week. Between school drop-off and pickup, work, errands, finding time to exercise, and anything else that needs to fit into the schedule, there isn't a ton of time for much else. There's a good chance making dinner is the last thing you want to do at the end of a long day. But I've got some news for you. Lots of productive working moms out there don't spend any time in the kitchen each evening. Instead, they found a way to make dinner an absolute breeze throughout the week. Their secret? Make ahead meals. By making your meals for the week on the weekend, you can spend valuable time each evening with your kids, or tackling something else on your to-do list. You can even recruit your kids to help with the cooking on the weekends, making it a fun family activity and a way to get ahead. Make a to-do list. One of the biggest tools in your productivity toolbox, the to-do list. A to-do list doesn't have to be anything fancy or sophisticated. You can use a pen and paper, or you can type it up in your favorite app. Some people prefer to physically write something down so they can actually check off items once they're done. Others love apps for their convenience and mobility. Whichever you prefer, the intention is the same. Write down everything that you need to take action on. I call this the all the things list. The big things, the little things, even the optional things. And once they're written down and out of your head, you can step back and make a plan to get everything done. Use a paper planner. One of the best weapons in the working mom's arsenal, a good planner. There's something about a paper planner that just makes it easier to get stuff done, which makes it one of the best productivity tips for working moms. The act of physically writing down appointments, plans, and checklists is just so satisfying. And keeping everything in one place makes it easy to know what's going on. Spend some time looking into the different planners on the market to understand which one you like best. There are daily, weekly, and monthly planners, as well as planners that help you track your goals, stay on top of your diet, and more. Bullet journals, an easy way to live intentionally. As a working mom, it's important to be intentional with your time. After all, it's a valuable commodity, and sometimes it feels like there isn't nearly enough of it in the day. That's why you have to spend it wisely. Bullet journals are a great tool for working moms to organize their lives, be more productive, and live more intentionally. Unlike regular journals, which come lined, bullet journals are usually blank or filled with dotted paper. You can use a bullet journal to track virtually anything you'd like. You can use it to hold yourself accountable when starting new habits, track your diet, log your exercise, or otherwise measure progress towards your goals. By using a bullet journal to stay organized and keep focused on the things most important to you, you'll be able to live more intentionally and ultimately get more done throughout your day. The bottom line, living a productive, intentional life is a choice. You can be a working mom and have a career, a family, and friends. They won't all be perfectly balanced at all times, and that's okay. By harnessing the power of productivity, you'll figure out how to get things done, and you might even have some time to spare. But know this, it won't happen without effort. Reading all the productivity tips for working moms in the world won't change your situation. You have to put them into practice. By being intentional and taking measured steps to be more productive, you'll find yourself with less stress, more joy, and a happier family. You just listened to part 2 of the post titled Productivity Tips for Working Moms, How to Get Things Done by Julianna Poplin of thesimplicityhabit.com. We talk about love and communication here on the show every day, but there's always more to learn. And lately, I'm proud to say that my own knowledge of relationships has reached a new level thanks to our sponsor, Masterclass. Masterclass is an app and streaming platform that makes a meaningful gift this season because you can help a loved one learn a new skill from the world's best performers. It's like Masterclass instructors are your own personal mentors, providing content and videos that are going to help you reach a new level. For just $10 a month, there are 11 categories and over 180 masterclasses to pick from, with new classes added every month, like renowned psychotherapist Esther Perel's class, which helped me gain a better understanding of relational intelligence, something that has absolutely helped me to be more present and more communicative with the loved ones in my life. So, this holiday season, give one annual membership and get one free at masterclass.com/optimalrelationships. Right now, you can get 2 memberships for the price of one at masterclass.com/optimalrelationships. masterclass.com/optimalrelationships. Offer terms apply. This show is sponsored by Regain Couples Therapy by BetterHelp. Whether you're in the honeymoon phase or partners for life, perfectly content with your partner or going through a rough patch, setting aside time to listen to each other and work through conflicts can transform your relationship. And I can tell you from experience that sometimes the best place to learn how to be the listener or communicator that your partner needs is in therapy. If your relationship is having ups and downs, or you simply want to work on yourselves together, consider giving Regain a try and see how your relationship can improve, no matter what stage you're at. This is an entirely online form of therapy that's not only helpful, but also designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. The best relationships are always worth fighting for. Try something new in therapy. Visit regain.com/ORD today to get 10% off your first month. That's regain.com/ORD. And a great finish from Julianna, which we thank her for. Lots of valuable advice on managing your time efficiently, whether or not you're a working mom. And one standout point that we heard in today's part 2 is the importance of tackling the most challenging task first. I love this. This approach makes a lot of sense because it helps you overcome procrastination and avoid that lingering sense of dread. Not to mention ensures that you have the most energy for when you need it. You free up mental energy and motivation to tackle the remaining tasks with greater focus and enthusiasm. Think of it like removing a heavy weight from your shoulders. allowing you to move more swiftly through the rest of your responsibilities. I don't know. And again, this advice can apply to everyone. Whether you're a student facing a tough assignment, an employee dealing with a difficult project, or anyone juggling multiple responsibilities, taking on the most daunting task first can be a game changer, even if it doesn't seem sexy, or even if you love seeing 5 smaller tasks checked off your to-do list right away. It is not worth it, folks. But that is going to wrap up this post and episode. Again, thank you so much for tuning in and now listening through both parts. I hope you enjoyed this article as much as I did and that you had some good takeaways, no matter if you're a busy working mom or not. Now go enjoy your Friday, everyone, and I will look forward to being with you here tomorrow for more content. And that's where your optimal life awaits.